Okay, we are live. Hey everybody, welcome. It is 12 o'clock or 12:01, a minute late there. Getting going for you. Want to say thank you for joining us today. This is going to be some good stuff. We're coming into some exciting times in our world, aren't we? So how's everybody out there doing? I see Jose says, I can't wait. Just started my brand called Respected. Cool, man. So I just had Josh send the database, let everyone go. I'm live. We're going to give a second for everyone to get joined here. I'm going to get I put together like a little PowerPoint presentation, and I'm gonna make this PowerPoint go, and we're going to do a presentation, and I'm going to do some training for everybody. And the whole goal is that you're going to leave today with exactly how to research and find hot selling products. Products that are selling. You don't have to guess. We're going to take the guesswork out of it. 2, then we're going to go through some basic Facebook advertising. Keep it simple. Let me show you how to run some Facebook ads, drive some traffic, and make some money. And then we're going to talk about the mindset and the realities of how all this stuff works. So again, I want to say thanks. And I just want you guys to know, I'm like you. I've got to do this too, right? So this is the time of the year where it's really easy to make sales online. A couple of reasons. One, it's Mother's Day. Then we follow up that with Father's Day. So it's really easy to target that on the internet. And then 2, everybody's at home. I'm expecting that this Mother's Day, maybe even Father's Day, will be the biggest online Mother's Day ever in the history of online gifts for Mother's Day. So with that being said, we have to get ready for it now. Like in the next 2 weeks, you got to find some winners. You got to find some designs. You got to do your testing so you can really start moving into it and scaling it. And if for some reason you don't get that done in the next 2 weeks, we can move into Father's Day, and you'll have done some research and be ready for Father's Day. Mother's Day is even a bit better day because more people are buying for mothers and grandmothers than they do for fathers and Father's Day. So with that being said, put a comment in the comment box. Like where you're sitting at, and that you can hear me okay, and like where you're listening in from. I see there's some people on here. I'll show this. Boom. So I love this program StreamYard that we use to do Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live on our Launch Cart page, our Ecom Mentor group, our Launch Cart group, our YouTube page, and even an old T-Rex page. What up, Eddie B? So Eddie B says it sounds good. So, and like I said, you guys, I'm in the same boat as you. I got to get this going. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give a presentation. I'm going to spend the first 4, 5, or 6, or 7 minutes about Launch Cart, because I'm going to make this evergreen, and I'm going to start running ads to this training tomorrow. Right, so I'm gonna basically, not only am I gonna start doing my Mother's Day items and gifts and designs for sale, I'm gonna start running ads to this as a training to get more exposure for Launch Cart. So we want to get Launch Cart out there, and we're gonna do that. So if you guys are new to Launch Cart, this is gonna be great for you. And if you know exactly what Launch Cart is, bear with me for a few minutes while I share the vision and what Launch Cart's all about with everybody else. So with that being said, let me share my screen, and we're going to go boom. So here's where I'm going to start the recording. Hold on a sec. How do I do this? Boom. There we go. Hey everybody, this is Greg Ryder, and welcome to today's training. How to find, create, and market print-on-demand products for Mother's Day / Father's Day, and make some bank as we go into the holidays. So I'm going to go right here. We're going to dive right into it. And again, I'm going to start by sharing with you, literally, I believe e-commerce is one of the most lucrative business opportunities of the 21st century. E-commerce is just hot. And I'm going to show you some stuff. Oh, hold on, I went too fast. 6.5 trillion in sales is what's projected by the year 2023. And that was before the worldwide COVID coronavirus lockdown. These numbers got to go up, right? And I just looked at this. So I created this PowerPoint, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something like that, and Amazon stock was at $1,968. Today it's at $2,352. It did have a market cap of $968 billion. Now its market cap is $1.17 trillion. Okay, it's screaming. This again, Shopify. This was looks like this was December 13th. Okay, $44 billion market cap. The stock was $385 a share. Today it's at $595 a share. We're $69 billion. $69 billion. So while all the stocks in the whole world and oil is crashing around us, e-commerce is going up. E-commerce stocks are going up, and Etsy's up there crushing it too. So this is a good place for you to be. So introducing LaunchCart. So LaunchCart is the e-commerce SaaS platform designed to help direct-to-consumer sales for what we refer to as celebrity, influencers, and brands. Now that includes all entrepreneurs, but we do have a long-term goal to focus with influencers and celebrities and brands, right? And one of the things that's unique about us is we do offer full 360 e-commerce management for celebrities, influencers, brands, and we have a done-for-you, service where we will actually build a website for you and hand it off to you. And in some cases, we actually do a 360 management. We do the support, we do the marketing, we do everything, right? So that's kind of what's unique about us. The other thing that's unique about us is LaunchCart is a SaaS platform, meaning it's a software as a service. It's hosted in the cloud, and it's offered free. You can go sign up for free, no credit card required, no monthly fees, no monthly charges. We take a 3% transaction fee on every sale you make. And as you get your sales up and going, you start getting to where that 3% doesn't make sense, we will have a subscription model for you. But for now, we want to make it free and allow everyone to get in, right? In addition, LaunchCart's creating a marketplace that will allow brands and manufacturers to upload their catalog of products into our ready-to-sell marketplace. Now, this is not 100% done yet. This is what we're building, but we do have a marketplace that I'm going to show you ready to go. But this is what we're building and where we're going, and that's what's going to be unique about us, that you can go into this marketplace and you can add products from the marketplace to your store and sell other products from other brands and manufacturers on a dropship basis for a commission, right? But currently, in our marketplace and our integration with Printful, we offer over 300 products of print-on-demand, ready-to-sell marketplace. Men's clothing, women's clothing, kids and youth clothing, sportswear, streetwear, gifts, work, flip-flops, jewelry, bags, phone cases, backpacks, handbags, you name it. Over 300 products you can put your logo, you can put your design on, and we make it dead simple. I have testimony after testimony after testimony, people saying how easy our platform is to get it going, right? And then you might be saying to yourself, wait a sec, what is print on demand and what is drop shipping? I've never heard those terms before. Okay, so drop shipping is a customer comes to your website, they place an order, they pay you, you collect the money, you're the seller. Then you take your profit from this, you go to the person that manufactures that product. In the case of our print-on-demand products, it's Printful. You pay Printful the portion, they process the order, make the product, package the product, and ship the product to the customer. You never touch the product, you never inventory the product, you only pay for stuff after you sell it. That's what's called print on demand, and this is the drop shipping model, and it has helped explode the home-based business opportunity and e-commerce worldwide. So the end result is we're lowering the barrier to entry, we're democratizing e-commerce for all, we're disrupting the e-commerce industry, no inventory costs, print on demand, one at a time, you don't pay until it's sold. And again, this is a screenshot from January 1st of 2019 through August 31st of 2019, when we were doing drop shipping from China, and we're not doing that anymore, got out of that business, but this is just a screenshot from PayPal. And it shows you we did $9 million, 208,064 credit cards collected just through PayPal at an average of $44. This is what's possible if you really put your mind to building stuff and doing stuff. That was in like 7 months time, 7 months, over $1 million a month. And of course, with one of our celebrity brands, Skinny Girl, this was last year. We did over $2 million with a brand with one of our celebrities. Okay, so recap. We want you to focus on a long-term strategy and the intention to build a brand. But today we're going to talk about what does it take to make money and start getting going, right? We want you to create a fan base and a following and a community online. That's longevity. That's going to create an asset for you. At LaunchCart, you can set your account up for free. You can set up with 300 products with your logo, your brand. You're going to start selling with no upfront costs, and you can pay for those goods after they're sold, right? So here we are. Let's dive into today's training. Now, if you guys have questions or comments, you can go ahead and put them in, and I'm going to see them, and I'm going to answer questions as we go and that kind of stuff. I don't want anyone to be confused, okay? So how to find, create, market hot products for Mother's Day. So here's the agenda. First of all, let's talk about mindset. Everything starts with mindset. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, is this even more true now than ever before. I mean, we're quarantined to our house. They're arresting people that are going out to the beach and surfing, and people that are going to church in their cars and parking lots. It's like insane what's happening in our country. And so fear is rampant, and just the mind, it's really, really difficult. So you really have to, and for me, it's the Word and God and prayer, and I'm not sure what it is for you, but you can talk to yourself, you can tell yourself, e-commerce is the wave of the future. It's only getting bigger, it's only getting better. And like I said, stock market's down 15, 20% across the board, and the stocks that are up are e-commerce, right? Okay, so you're in the right place in the right time. So what we want to do, and what we're going to talk about in today's training, is find out what people want and give it to them. No guessing. Now, I'm guilty of this, where I create products and I build it and they will come. And I create these designs and you think they're going to sell. We're going to take that equation out today. Today we're going to talk about how do we find and research products that are guaranteed to sell. If you want to find a product that's guaranteed to sell, put a yes in the question box. Say, yes, Greg, I want to find a product that's guaranteed to sell, right? So we have to have the mindset going into it. The one, we can do it. You can do it. It's not hard. It's a strategy. It's tactics. It's research. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm not going to hold anything back, okay? Right now, Mother's Day and print on demand is easy right now. Everyone's going to be buying gifts for mom, for grandmother, for aunts, for Mother's Day. It's easy right now. And like I said earlier, I think Mother's Day is going to be the biggest online buying Mother's Day in history of buying on Mother's Day. And then as you're doing your research for Mother's Day, you'll start to learn some stuff about Father's Day, and then we roll right in from Mother's Day to Father's Day. So you're going to be able to get things going for both of those, right? Now, keep this in mind from a mindset. When you start running ads and you start promoting things, you don't know what's going to sell. So we want to try to minimize the time we waste on designs and doing that kind of stuff. We want to find out what's going to sell, and you're not sure what's going to work. But I will say this. You only need one winner to make a few thousand a day in profit. One product, one design, one print-on-demand product to make a few $1,000s a day in profit, right? So you're going to have some losers. You're going to have some things that don't work out. So it's a process of doing your research, doing your homework, finding what you know is already selling, and then going for that, and then trying to find that to work with you and what's going on. So we're going to cover this stuff. Now, two, we're going to cover what's selling now, right? How to find these hot selling products, how to find hot selling designs, which is kind of one and the same, how to get these products for your store, which, yeah, that's kind of already built into the sales pitch. It's launch cards, Printful. Their products are already going to be in your store. You just got to figure out what designs and how you're going to sell them, okay? And then we're going to talk, I'm going to show you exactly how to run Facebook ads, okay? So that's today's agenda. And again, here's the other thing too. You're not going to be able, now you might be able to pull this off on Etsy and make a few sales, but you're not going to be able to make a few $1,000s a day if you build products, put them in your store, and don't advertise. You have to spend money advertising. So this is a training that normally I could charge for, but I'm going to give it to you for free today. We're going to put it in the Ecom Mentor monthly training vault, right? But we're going to give it to you for free today because I want you to take that money and spend it on advertising, and what you would spend to buy the course and to get the education, spend it on some ads and get some ads going. And I'm going to answer all your questions. We're going to make this really good, okay? So let's talk about what's selling, okay? Mugs. So this time of year, as well as at Christmas time and the winter time, mugs are always selling. There's people selling tens of thousands of dollars worth of mugs every day, and I'm going to show you some of this stuff live. They just sell. They're great sellers, right? Now, what kind of mugs are selling? Now, I'm going to tell you, we want to look for some funny stuff, right? Because right now, people are stressed, people are anxiety, they need to laugh, they want to laugh, they want funny stuff, and funny stuff is always a good seller, but even more so now, I think, right? And then we got some pandemic-based stuff that's just off the charts funny and rude and all kinds of stuff going on there, and I'm going to show you some examples of that, right? I personally don't want anything like pandemic-based coffee mug, but see, you can't take your position, your thought process into the equation. We find out what people want, we give it to them. We find out what the market's buying, and we create something similar, okay? And then, of course, it's Mother's Day based, something that's going to be emotional, it's going to touch, it's going to be great for that mother. And some people like to send jokes and funny things to their mother. Some like to do the emotional, I love you type stuff. And so we're gonna talk about all that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna talk about trending things. So when you can do trending things, and again, Tiger King and the Netflix Tiger King is an example of trending. You know, the Carol Baskin and the Tiger King, just there's all kinds of trending stuff like that. And that stuff comes and goes, right? But there's stuff trending right now and stuff that's trending with Mother's Day. So let's try to see if we can find all those and help figure it out, okay? Oops, I got my, there we go. I got my animations out. So what's selling is face masks. I just started selling face masks 4 or 5 days ago, and sold over 250 of them, and just with email, right? And so what's selling with face masks? Decorative face masks. People who have to wear a face mask, which is everybody, and this is going to be for a long time. This isn't going to be for a month or two. We're going to be wearing face masks at various different events, various different places you go for an awful long time. So if you can have a decorative, attractive, you know, character-based face mask, it's going to be great, right? Or messaging. Like the face mask we sold was called Be Strong, right? Now I'm thinking about doing Be Strong New York, Be Strong California, Be Strong Sacramento, Be Strong, and I'm going to add a city to it. So as I do my advertising, I target the statement and the message of Be Strong to a community, right? And then of course pandemic-based, and then of course theme-based, right? Faith, patriotics, pets, maybe you know, favorite movies, stuff like that. And again, I'm going to show you examples of all this stuff. And of course, shirts are selling, you know, shirts, funny shirts. People need to laugh again. Pandemic-based shirts, Mother Day-based shirts, again, exactly. So those are the kind of things that are selling and selling now. And there's all kinds of other things that you might be able to sell, whether those are hip packs or whether those are flip-flops. Flip-flops are going to be coming in as we come into summer here. Okay, so let's talk about how to find hot products. So we're going to do some research. I'm going to do this live. And I'm going to kind of go there. So then I'm going to go into Facebook ads. So let me kind of go to my browser here. And first we're going to go to Amazon. Or no, first we're here at Etsy. Okay? So here's how we're going to find hot products. So I go to Etsy and I type in funny mug for Mother's Day. Now, matter of fact, if you were looking for a Mother's Day present, put in the comment box, what would you type in a search engine to find that? Just put it in there and I'm going to do some searches live. So if I want to get a funny mug for Mother's Day, I type in funny mug for Mother's Day. So let's go ahead and look at this one. Okay. There is the saying. I'm not going to say it, but you see what it is. And what we're looking for is these reviews. 1,695 5-star reviews. And let's see, like today is the 21st. So this was the 20th. Very happy with the finished product, right? The 20th, love this flask. The 20th, makes a nice gift. So when you go to Etsy and you start to see these comments are coming in yesterday. So here's one today. Is that a hot product or what? Is that design selling? If these are coming in today, and look at how many she's got going on, that's an indication that that's a hot product, right? So Jose is saying best Mother's Day gift. All right, I'm going to show one more from here before I do that, but I'll come back to that, Jose. Okay, so that's an indication that that design is a hot design. Now, am I telling you to rip off this design and go sell this exact design? No, use it for inspiration. How can you change it? How can you tweak it? What can you do to the design to get the same thing? But you know that this is selling, and you know people are loving it and commenting on it right now, today, and yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. This is how you do research. This is how you find guaranteed sellers, right? So let me go back over here. And there was one other one. Let's look. Now again, you can look at here: 1,025, 792, 1,695, 23. You can just scroll through here and look how many sales and how many comments. 4,602, right? So let me go back onto this one. Here's another one, right? If at first you don't succeed, try again. Happy Mother's Day. Love your second born. Oh boy, that's a good one, right? So you come down here, April 21st, such a funny gift. April 20th, April 20th, April 20th, or April 16th, April 18th. So you go through here and you're going to look and see how often they're getting these, what they're saying, how old they are. And again, we're not that close to Mother's Day quite yet, but you're seeing that there's been a lot of comments going on. So you're going to look at that and research the comments, make sure they're applicable to the product you're looking at, the design you're looking at, and it's just going to give you that crystal ball of whether those are selling. So let me see if I just put in best Mother's Day gifts. Now, when you do best Mother Day gifts, see now what's going to do, it's going to give me boxes and jewelry and socks and, you know, maybe cream and hair care, skin care, things like that. So you're going to want to do your searches a little bit better on what you could, you know, niche it down to, right? But the same thing, it's just about spending some time and doing some research. Does this make sense to everybody? If you have any questions on this, type them in now and let me know if this makes sense. This is not hard. It's just work. It's just research. You have to spend the time and do it. Now let's say if we were to do let's say we're quarantined, right? So we do quarantine, and look what I see when I start typing quarantine. Look what comes up: quarantine birthday, quarantine gift, quarantine SVG, quarantine shirt. So let's do quarantine birthday, right? So now this is again the idea. You can look at these sayings and you can put them on shirts. So let's say you're looking at this card right here. Look at this card. Let's see what this card says. Wishing you a happy birthday from a social distance. And he's got a little pug dog. So you're tying into the pug dog, you're tying into the birthday, and you're making a play on you know, the whole idea of you know, social distancing. Now, we're not going to sell cards because we don't have those in Launch Cart or Printful, but the design is a great idea because now you can target people that have a birthday that also have that kind of a dog, and you can put different dogs on there, right? Look at this: April 20th, April 20th, April 20th, April 20th. Okay, you're getting those comments. Okay. How about this one? Let's see here. My 10th birthday, the one where I was quarantined 2020. Great design, great concept, great idea, right? Let's see if we're getting some comments. April 20th, April 20th, April 20th, April 20th, right? You can just keep going down and looking at these reviews. April 20th, April 20th, April 20th, April 20th. Okay, so that's a good indication that that design is selling. Here's one. How about this one? This is a cool one. Only the finest alcohol for your birthday, right? It's got the humor, it's got the comedy in it, and it's showing you that design on a card. And let's see if it's selling. April 20, April 20, April 20, perfect card for my sister's birthday, April 20th. So, you know, they're just getting these comments, they're selling. So you take that into consideration and you go, can I put that on a shirt? Can I put that on a mug? What can I put that on? Here's another one. April 23rd. I turned 23 in quarantine. Now that might be a personalized one because you have to pick an age, right? So we can't do that on Launch Cart. But if you were to do it on Etsy or something, again, this is how you can do personalized shirts and do that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So very, very simple. Is this making sense? Did somebody give me some feedback? Let me know in the comment box what you think here. It's not hard. It's just work. It's just research. And you just keep typing in things that maybe you would type in if you were looking for something. So if I a shirt and I niche it down even a little bit more, it's going to give me more and more shirts, right? And you're going to look at how many comments they have, how many stars they have. Okay, so that's one way to do this. It's really simple. Use Etsy to do that, and you can just go off the charts. Now let's do face masks. So here's how you have your basic face masks, right? Superhero face mask. Kind of hard to get going on there. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in neck gaiter. A lot of people are selling these neck gaiters. Right? So you can kind of look through here, 32, 84. Okay. I just got a text from a friend. He knows I'm doing this, so maybe he's got something. Let me see if there's an issue going on here. So let me see if I do patriotic. So if I was to do patriotic neck gaiter. Because maybe I have some of you, and you got the flags, you got the different flags. 21, 520. Let's go look at this one. 520. April 20th. Loved his shirt. Now you got to keep in mind, some of these comments are for other products that seller sells. So we have to kind of look at that as well. It's not necessarily always for this particular product. So we want to look at that and make sure you're getting the right information. So it's just another way to kind of look at what's going on here and what's selling. And again, these are so easy to create. And we have over 50 designs in the Launchcart Design Marketplace. You can throw these together, put up some ads, and if you have a fan page, you can post them without even running ads and see how well they convert. Matter of fact, with that in mind, I want to show you kind of what's going on here. So look at that. He's going after the Trump people, right? So the Trump, and these are all ads right here, right? These are all ads. People are advertising. So this is going to be good inspiration. Now, another thing that I always do is I always go to Amazon. So with Amazon, same contact, funny Mother's Day mugs, right? And I have this little tool called Jungle Scout. And I got the free version, and it's a little Chrome edition. And when I type in a search phrase in Amazon, and I click my little Chrome extension, it's going to go pull up all the stats from that particular search query, okay? So you look at this search query, and you can sort it by number of sales. Oh, it's still searching. Hold on a sec. You can sort it by number of sales, dollar amount, how many reviews they have, the rating. While that's doing that, here's a good question. Would you ever be able to get more customization with shirts or other products? We are working on adding a personalization feature where you can add names, numbers, and personalization onto your designs. We used to have that with our older version of T-Rex, and we're going to be adding that again in the future. So it's something that's on our plate to do. Okie dokie. So, okay, here we go. So we got my results. I'm going to sort them by number of sales. Monthly sales, 660, 936, 289. Let me sort by that column. Hold on a sec. Okay, my favorite child gave me this mug, right? 936 monthly sales, 480 reviews. Let's go ahead and click on this and see what comes up. So this is something Trump. You are a great mom, the best in the world. Other moms, they're all total garbage. Don't listen to them. Fake news. You're very special, very beautiful, tremendously. So again, whether you like Trump or don't like Trump, it doesn't really matter. This mug is selling, right? It's got 60 ratings. It's selling, and Jungle Accounts show me it's selling, and then they got some other different ones, right? So they're obviously targeting, Trump fans and moms that are Trump fans. So when it comes to making money, sometimes we're doing things that we want to do to make money and not necessarily what we like to do, right? So, and you could also target the, Feel the Burn and the Bernie Sanders and that kind of stuff. So, but again, you can just type in things here, and let's see if we do neck gaiter face masks. Oops. And see what comes up here. And you see Amazon's best sellers. You see these ones that are a little bit different. They go over the ear and they come down. I haven't figured out where to source those yet. So you guys get the point, right? It's really about just researching and finding these designs, okay? Finding these designs. Now, there's another place I like to go. So there's a company called Gear Bubble. They do an amazing job. They have this thing of top selling products. And you can see here, you can Google Gear Bubble top selling products, and they have 26,496 mugs that have been sold. They do jewelry and they do mugs. And there's guys that are doing $10,000, $20,000 a month selling mugs, just mugs. And they primarily work with Amazon and get search engine optimized with Amazon. But that still doesn't mean that you can't come here and get some inspiration for designs that are proven to sell based on these real numbers. These are real numbers from real sellers. And you can again, do not rip off and steal people's designs. Use it for inspiration and create your own. And some of these things, you can't trademark or patent anyway, and they're just words, right? So you have to keep that in mind as well. So you do your research, you find these products, you find the things that sell, and then you create some designs yourself. So with that being said, let me come back here. Okay, so I want to make sure everyone's still following me. Give me a thumbs up, a yes, a like, a comment, something. Let me know that you're still there. I don't see any questions coming in, so if you have any questions, let me know what your questions are. And then let me close out some of these windows real quick. Now, let's talk about running Facebook ads. So let me come back to my PowerPoint. Where's my PowerPoint screen? Okay, so slideshow, current slide. Let me go back here. All right. I love it. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. So here's what we're going to do. Facebook ads. I want to keep this simple for you guys. Again, mindset. You have to have the right mindset. Most campaigns will not prove fruitful. Remember when I showed you that screen that showed 9 million in revenues? We were testing 5 new products and or designs every single day. 5 losers, 5 losers, 5 losers, 5 losers. We might go 25 losers before we found a winner. Now, we weren't doing any research. We were just kind of trying to find things that we thought would sell, and we thought was going to be a trending product. And we weren't doing the kind of research I just showed you on each little product because it was too time. So we were just kind of moving and grooving. And when we did that, we'd find one winner, and that one winner would make up for 100 losers. Like literally, we would take one winner and scale it to $100,000 a day. Like literally, we were doing $100,000 a day in gross revenues with one winner. Now, you're not going to do that with print on demand and t-shirts and coffee mugs, but it's not unreasonable to think you could get up to $10,000 a day with a couple $1,000s in profit, right? So, but keep in mind, go into it with the mindset that not everything's going to be profitable. We're good at what we do, and not everything we do is profitable. So you got to keep that in mind. One winner is going to make up for 10 losers, and you have to go into it with that, right? Secondly, is we want to go broad. We want to go broad with our designs. We don't want to we don't want to try to get into the nitty gritty. And Facebook has become so good at knowing who the buyers are and who's spending money and who's shopping today that you want to let them do their job. You want to try to get your right audience, but you want to go broad with your advertising. And I'm going to show you that here in a few minutes. Keep your ads very simple and focus on a hot product and find the winners. And then we can work on the ad optimization. We don't have to do a lot of ad optimization stuff. We just need to figure out what's going on and do that. So let me go into, and what we're going to do is we're going to optimize for conversions. Again, I'm going to show you how to do this here in a second. We're going to optimize for conversions. We're going to, and sometimes if we have a brand new site, we have a brand new account, we might optimize for add to carts, right? So because we need to give Facebook some data so they can kind of find us the buyers. And if you don't give Facebook enough data, you're not going to find any buyers, right? And I'm going to tell you that I think you should start with a $50 a day ad budget, right? A $50 a day ad budget. And sometimes you can get away with less, but the faster you give the data, the faster you get going. And $50 a day is kind of where it's at. If you're in a position where you can't spend $50 a day on testing out some products, then you really need to go another route, which is creating that fan page, doing the guerrilla marketing, and really getting engagement going, creating your own group, and just using sheer guerrilla marketing to create a community to sell stuff to, like I've done with the Ford Fanatics fan page we have, okay? Now with your $50 budget, we want to let it run and optimize for 3 days, because it's going to take 3 days to get Facebook some data. And hope during this time you should be making some sales and you should have some engagement. If you have an ad that's running, it's not getting any or little no engagement and not driving any sales, you should probably consider killing it. That it's not a good product, right? But you have to give Facebook the time to give you the data, right? And we want to target the obvious, and I spelled that wrong, and Facebook will find the buyers. And keep this in mind, right? No ad strategy will make up for a bad product. No ad strategy will make up for a product that people don't want to buy. And again, I've done this over and over and over again. I have these great products, these great ideas, these great designs that we want to sell. And if the market doesn't want them, the market doesn't want them. It's that simple, okay? So let me go into Ads Manager here. Okay, so I've got an Ads Manager here, and I'll start from scratch. So I'm going to click the green button to create, and we're going to always run conversions. Let Facebook do it. And again, let me talk about Facebook just for a second. So for those of you who are new to this and don't really know, Facebook tracks and follows everybody. And they know when you click on an ad, they know when you buy. So if you click on an ad and you buy something, they know it. They're reporting that back to all of the millions of people that advertise on Facebook. So they know who's buying. So when they see somebody who's buying jeans and you're selling jeans, they can put your ad in front of jeans buyers. If you're selling coffee mugs and it's Mother's Day, they can help put you in front of the right audience. It's just amazing and magical how that works. So we go here, we're going to hit continue. Now it's really, really simple. You're going to give your campaign a name. And I'm going to be doing this with you guys, right? Fugly Ugly face masks. So we're going to be selling some Fugly Ugly face masks, okay? Auction conversions, no A/B split test, and we're just going to leave it right there. We're going to go to the ad set level. And on the ad set, we're going to keep it. Remember how we're going to go broad, just like I said. So we are going to go for an add to cart. We'll do an add to cart. This is a brand new account, brand new. I've never even run ads on this before. So brand new account, brand new everything. No dynamic creative. My budget, I'm going to set it to $50. Oops. Okay, very simple. I'm not going to set an end date. I'm going to have a start date, and I'm going to set this. Well, I'm not actually start these ads right now. Now we're going to go to our audience. So I want to stay in the United States from a shipping perspective. So I'm going to stay in the United States. I'm going to go full screen so you guys can see this a little bit better. And I typically am going to bump this up to maybe 25 to 65. I'm going to keep it broad, men and women. Now for Mother's Day, you could even keep it at 18 because, even 18-year-olds are buying Mother's Day's gifts. So we can just keep it broad, right? Now on our targeting, I don't have any custom audiences. On our targeting, we're just going to people type in, let's see, motherhood, mother care, mother nature, mother goddess. You just start typing in here. And if you've never done this before, you need to spend some time looking at this and just playing around, because there's just tons and tons and tons of things you can search for. So if I type in holidays, I haven't done this in so long. You can see different things coming up here, people that are interested, and different things for holidays and Mother's Day and stuff like that. So we want to get our targeting right in generic, right? So if we're going to type in mothers, let's just type in mothers, and there's Mother's Day, right? 170 million people. See over here it says 230 million people. 230 million people meet that demand, meet that target. That's broad, right? That's really broad. So if I was to go Mother's Day and I'm advertising a Mother's Day, that would be pretty interesting. Now for me, we're going to be selling these face masks, and these face masks are going to be targeted towards here. Let me show you the video that so I'm doing this with a friend of mine, helping him out, and he made this video. So I'm going to help him run some ads. So we're going to run an ad for, here's his face masks videos. And I like videos. So tell me what you guys think of this ad. Now, real quick, let's critique that ad for a second. So here's what I like about that ad. Is it showing the product in multiple different fashions? I don't like that 2 or 3 seconds to get to the product because we have to have the scroll stopper. So I told him, I said, you got to get the pictures of the images faster, not this whole Fugly Uglies. That's his brand. He wants to build a brand, Fugly Uglies. So he wants to build the brand but I got to get that up front better. Secondly, he had no women. There was no women in those images of examples. So Sam, if you're listening, think about how we had some women to some of those images to do the women's. Now, he did post a couple of those on Etsy, and out of the blue, he sold like 6, and I think 4 of them were the Darth Vader one. So with that being said, if I was to come back over here, and I'm going to say I'm going to target Darth D-A-R-T-H, Darth Vader. Okay, so I'm going to target Darth Vader, and it's going to give me, it still says 230 million, but that's going to be lower. And then I'm just going to do automatic placements. Now, again, we can start playing with the automatic placements and do manual placements. And I typically like to just do the news feeds, Instagram and news feeds. So I'll take off Messenger. I'll take out the audience network. Now, you can play with this and do what you want to do, but I really like just doing the feeds. But I don't necessarily need, not that this whole thing doesn't work. You could just leave it, you can leave all this. I definitely never seem to get ads or money off the right column. But I think if you're trying to go broad and trying to get some stuff going, we're going to be okay with just leaving it as is, just going completely broad and then studying your data and getting that data, right? And then let's see here, conversions, 7-day clicks, 1-day view, you can leave that, which means it's going to look at your attrition for 7 days. And all this can be just the way it is, real simple. Okay, now I'm going to leave that. Then I'm going to go to next. And it's going to take me to the ad itself. And what Facebook page am I going to run this from? So now I have to have a Facebook fan page I'm running these ads from. And we haven't set up a Facebook fan page for this particular brand. So I'm not sure where I would run this from. That's going to kind of fit. Maybe the 80 zone, it would work. Okay, I'm going to run it from there for now. Then I'm going to come in. If you got to wear a face, I'm going to make that slang. If you got to wear a face mask. Actually, I want that the headline. Okay, so I'm going to put this on sale now. And the other thing that I like to use a lot, that we've always shown that it really helps, is emojis. So if I go to emojis and I'm going to see if there's a Darth Vader here. I'm going to share this link with you guys too. So I just bookmark this, and I always get my emojis from here. I'm going to answer your questions just in a second. So there's no results for Darth Vader. So if I just go smileys and people or travel in places or symbols, you'd want to do some symbols that are kind of tied into that Darth Vader world, which I'm not kind of part of that world, so I don't really know what that would be. But I like picking things. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Thank you. I'm getting an emoji over here. Good catch. So let me just do a smiley face, or let's see if there's an animal. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do an arrow. Oops. So if I do an arrow pointing to the right, I hit copy. Go back to my Facebook Ads Manager here, and I'm just going to put that arrow right in front of that. Boom, boom. I'll do it twice. On sale now, right? Okay. And then the website URL, I don't have one yet, so just for now, I'm going to put together Oh, here, let me go here. View my store. Now, I'm gonna. You gotta make the URLs. Got to go directly to the product. You cannot send people to the home page. You got to send directly to the product. But for now, I'm gonna put this in draft form. Put that there. I'm gonna put Shop Now as my button, and I'm gonna upload that video. Where's the video? Add media. Add a video. And I'm going to upload, and I'm going to go to Google Drive, videos, Sam, Fugly Uglies. I'm going to upload that. So you see, it's real simple, and we're going to see what the ad looks like here in a second. And again, I should create a fan page for Fugly Uglies, so we start building the brand and we start doing that. So while that's doing that, yeah, I gotcha. So here's a question. What is the average delivery time of Launch Cart's products? So we use Printful.com, and you can go Google their delivery time, and usually it's 2 to 5 days. Right now they're running like 3 to 9 days because of the COVID-19. They're backed up, and they have 4 facilities they ship from, and one of them is shut down, I think. So okay, here's a good question. He doesn't have the $50 a day. What would I suggest to get some stuff going? I'm going to show you that here in a few minutes. We'll come back to that. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So here's what the ad looks like. Let's go look what the preview looks like. Let's see here. On sale now, right? If you got to wear a face mask, ... Simple, simple, simple. And then these things show you what it looks like on a Facebook story, right? What it's going to look on an Instagram story, what it's going to look like on an in-stream. Really, really simple stuff. Okay. We're going to keep it as simple as possible. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spend a little money. We're going to get that data, and then we're going to optimize stuff. So then I just hit publish, and boom, the ad's going to go live. It's going to be published. So I can't do it because I don't have this link. I got to get with my friend Sam, and we got to get the link and make sure the store's set up, and we got to test everything. And this should say shop now. But it's really, really very simple. And then I'm not going to do it today, but I think I will spend and make a whole training just dedicated to audience research, because I think a lot of people they get concerned and confused on how to find the audience. And even though I want you to go broad, you still want to try to you want to target the obvious. So if I'm selling a Darth Vader face mask to target Darth Vader fans, cool. Now again, if you go back to that video, let me go back here. Let's watch it one more time. Okay, see, we're 5 seconds in before the first face mask is coming in. Will that work? I don't know. We'll test it. I'd like to see it in the first 2 seconds. Now here's one I kind of thought was very interesting, right? And this is the one girl that he does have in here, but her hair's not showing. But how about that for a mask, right? She's like a Marilyn Monroe look or something like that, and you're wearing that mask. It's like, that is like something else. That is such a cool design. I would think that's going to crush it. But again, how do I know? Until we run some ads and test it, we don't know. Okay, there we go. So we're going to get that going. So that's kind of how simple this is. It's really not that complicated. We shouldn't make it that complicated. You know, you're going to target Mother's Day. You're going to target mothers. You're going to target, daughters, right? Because if you target daughters, they have mothers, right? So you put your testing together. And as I do this live, or excuse me, as I do this for what I'm doing, I'm going to share my results in the Launch Cart group. I'm going to share. I have nothing to hide. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to make some sales. I want to help you. So as I'm doing it, and as I stumble, I'm going to share those stumbles. If I have success, I'll share those successes too, and show you the actual results. Now, if you can, and if you have any creative juices like Sam does, you can get into some simple video editors, and you can edit some videos to, videos are better. Videos are going to get engagement, and you want to kind of get on that, and you can show your different designs. And if you were to theme your designs, see, he had a number of different themes in there. Like he did some cat ones and some cat designs once. And if you had a whole cat video and you targeted cats and Mother's Day and mothers and cats, boom, you could tie in to get the perfect Mother's Day, face mask for cat lovers, right? Oh, and he says he's redone the video featuring the mask and up front in 2 seconds. If you want, Sam, Slack it to me and I'll show it if you don't mind. That's cool. I love Sam is like the most creative, amazing graphic designer I've ever met. He's amazing. Very, very high-end graphic design. He's an incredible guy. So if you need a high-end, not cheap, but great graphic designer, you can hit Sam up and talk to him, and maybe he can help you out. But he's really, really good at what he does. Okay, so now let me go back and answer the question about what you could do. So let me show you what else is coming up next with me. So if I go to Facebook, let me share my screen again. Hold on. If I go to Facebook, now I knew months and months and months ago I wanted to get in. I want to start selling to a hot niche, and the hot niche is car lovers. And we were actually doing a deal that involved Ford. So I created a fan page called Ford Fanatics. I have my virtual assistant in the Philippines, and all he does is post cool pictures on the Ford Fanatics fan page on a regular basis. And we've built up a very highly engaged fan base of 8,921 followers. And all we do is post pictures. And I'll go full screen to make it a little bit easier to see. All we do is post pictures like this. Do you have a pet who would love to be in your Ford? Right? And look at this, 503 people reached, 33 engagements. My lab would love my Ford, and yet there's 5 comments here, not that many. Let's see if we can find another one. Ford love, surprise. Not sure what that is. 3,420 people reached, 458 engagements. Now here's another little trick I want to teach you guys. When you have a fan page and you're getting people reacting to it, click on that little number there, and it's going to pull up all of those people that reacted to your post. And that didn't do what I wanted to do. Let me see. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. So now it shows me all those people that reacted. And if I click on the smiley, it shows me those. If I click on the hearts, it shows me those. If I click on the likes, it shows me those. If I click on all, it shows me all. What you want to do is you want to go in here every day, or have your virtual assistant go in here every day and click invite. Because what happens is Jerry here, he thumbed up that photo, but he doesn't like my fan page. So if I click that, it's going to send him an invitation in his notifications bar up here saying, hey, Ford Fanatics invited you to like their fan page. And you can see I have my virtual assistant go through every day, and he invites everyone who doesn't like the fan page to like the fan page. And that's exactly how we get so many likes, and we really, get a run for our money. Now, we actually did run to get this jump started. I was spending like $3 a day doing some like campaigns to kind of get things jump started. But that's all I did for maybe a week, so $21. And then we just post pictures every day, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, let's say, Fiverr. Let's say Fiverr. I'm going to show you what you could do, and same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Fiverr, and I'm going to say, cool car t-shirt designs. Let me see what comes up. I don't know. I haven't done this before. Let's see if this happens. Let's see what comes up. Cool car t-shirt designs. Now, I don't see any cars coming up, but there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of designers in here that can design designs for you. And what you do is you look at how many people, like this one has 6 5-stars, 85 stars. My recommendation is always to go with somebody that has a lot of ratings, because then you can trust that you're going to get a good deal and they're going to communicate well and that kind of stuff. Let me just see if I just go, if you go to graphic design, look at all this. Album covers, book designs, car wraps. Let me just take out the cool car. Oh, it's wanting me to sign in. Hold on, let me sign in real quick. How do I? Okay, so here's where you can go find people to create designs for you, starting at 35, starting at 30, starting at 10, starting at $5. You can find designers in here, and you can same thing for coffee mugs. You know, you can come in here and you can find somebody to do whatever you want for $5 to $10 design. Now, if you want, again, going back to Launchcart, when you're in Launchcart and you hit create a new product, you go to the design marketplace, and we just did that special where we sold $500 worth of design marketplace credits for $100. But you can get designs for $5 in here. And if let's see if I type in pug. Let's say if I want to do something for pug lovers, right? Here's all kinds of designs for pug lovers. So we have a bunch of designs in here already. So you don't necessarily need to go to Fiverr. You should start here. And if you can't find what you want here, go to Fiverr. Let me see what Mother's Day comes up with. Nothing for Mother's Day. We're going to have to get some Mother's Day art in there. I type in mother. So there's some designs. You can see these are $1, $5, $5, $1. And if you're a graphic designer and you want to upload get your images in here and we revenue share, we're always looking for designers to get more designs and we revenue share with you. So, so Milton asks, how does the artwork license work? Well, when you're buying them on Fiverr or you're getting them through Launchcart, you're getting the license to sell them and reprint them, and you're getting that commercial license for them. And the same thing you would do on Fiverr, you're going to get that commercial license for them. We do get designs from time to time from Shutterstock, but the licenses are very expensive for that. Okay, let me see. Sam's got that. Boom. Let's see. Sam gave me the new version of the video. Let's roll Sam's new version. See what it looks like here. Open containing folder. Where is it? Got all my skinny girl panties we were selling. Huh. Not showing up. Let's see what he did here. It's showing up in my Slack. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So basically what he did is just what he needed to do, right? He's going to make that Darth Vader show up right there in the first 2 to 3 seconds, right? So the Fugly Uglies kind of catch your attention, and boom, Darth Vader fan, Darth Vader shows up. That should work. That should work. We're gonna run that ad and do $50 a day, and hopefully start cashing in on what's going on there. So with your designs, I wonder if I have any car designs in here. Car. Yeah, see, I don't have any car designs. I need some cool car designs for Ford lovers and people that like that kind of stuff. If I type in Ford. Yeah, see, now what I'll do is I'll create some images and pay to have some images created, and then, you know, on Fiverr, and then what I'll do is I'll put them into our, you know, I'll pay for them and get the rights for them, and then I'll put them in the thing here. See, you can search on Fiverr and find people to build your website, all kinds of stuff. I love Fiverr. It's just a great tool. So again, going back to answer your question about what do you do if you don't have a budget, create a fan page targeted towards your niche, right? And I know I want to get Ford fanatics, people that are Ford fanatics, and I can create designs around Mustangs and around Avalanches and around, you know, the Ford F-150 and you know, the cool thing about Mustangs is they all have the horses, right? So if we go to photos, let's see. I can target that niche. So you need to think about your niche. What is your niche? Who do you want to go after? And how do you target them? And create a fan page to target them. And again, like that one we just were running that ads with, it's like everything, all 80s. I have all kinds of fan pages, dozens and dozens and dozens of them. Okay. Oh, I hear that Stripe doesn't support, they can't use Facebook because Stripe doesn't support their region. So we're working on additional payments for you guys, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. So see these photos, and I just get these photos off the internet and off Google and share them, you know. And again, stuff like this, which I don't have the rights to this, but if I could find stuff like that, that would be a cool design for a shirt, right? Very cool. And you can see here people, this guy's painting, right? So I can get hold of this guy and maybe put his painting on a shirt and cut a deal with him to sell it. Pretty cool stuff, right? So you have to get creative, but find a niche, get your fan page, post 2 or 3 times a day to you that gets people in your fan page and your niche to talk to you. And I'll show you the other one we have. Our faith-based one's called Inspiration by God. And this one, we're going to start growing and getting things going. 3,200 followers. So we don't have quite the engagement here, and we're really trying to start putting some more energy into this, but that's what you have to do. You have to get a fan page, and then you can create a group, right? Create a group of people talking about your passion or whatever you're passionate about. Let's say you want to go after the dog niche. Create a German Shepherd group. Create a you know, whatever, right? Create a group that targets that particular niche, and you should be able to build some fans and make some sales and get some data and do that kind of stuff. Now, the other thing I wanted to say was I did post some units. Let me show you guys this real quick. I'll go back to the... So in the Facebook group, the Launch Card official group, I create these things called units. And the units are platform tutorials, creating and finding winning products, you know, and I'm going to keep adding some stuff here. And this is kind of like the freebie stuff. And then, you know, if you guys ever want to join the Ecom Mentor monthly, that's $97 a month. We get into more hands-on stuff and that kind of stuff. But you got to start going through the units. And I'm always uploading content in here that's going to help you understand how to make money and how to do your e-commerce and how to do this print-on-demand stuff. And I'm going to get more and more and more and more active and do more and more and more stuff, because I know that that's important to you guys and you have to have it to succeed. So make sure you get into do the Facebook units. All right, so I want to kind of wrap things up. We've been going about an hour, and if you have any other questions, let me know. Yeah, that we appreciate it. Thanks, Jose. Any other questions? Okay, so it says Facebook user, can you give background on what Launch Card is? So at the beginning of this video, I talked about what Launch Card is and what Launch Card works. So when you watch the replay, which as soon as I hit save, this will render as a replay. You can go back and watch it, and it shares exactly what Launch Card is. And you can also go to launchcard.com, which I'll go ahead and put that in here. Please visit to create your account. Now, one other thing I'll say that just made me think, we also have a cool product called Launch Links. Launch Links. So let's say you already have an Instagram account and you already got some stuff going with your brand. We created Launch Links, and Launch Link is the coolest tool ever for a link in bio. And I'll show you the link in bio how it works, but it's basically to supercharge your link in bio. So if you have a Launch Card, you already have a Launch Links account and vice versa. It's easy to install, and then I'll go to my Instagram and I'll show you. Let's see, Instagram. Hey, and you guys want to follow me on Instagram? Let's see here. There we go. So launch links allows me to put a link in my bio. See, it says launchlinks.io, G writer. Okay. Then when somebody clicks on that, oops. When somebody clicks on that, it brings this up. Uh-oh. Now that one link, the internet is so streaming, it's going to render a little bit different, but that one link turns into multiple links. Let me see if that's going to refresh. There we go. So that one link, contact me, how to double your revenue, free e-com store, built for you merch store, and all my social media. So I turned one link in my bio into multiple links. So you guys can go to launchlinks.io to get your free launch links account and share it. Help me out. Share this. Boom. There we go. All right. Max says, thanks a bunch. Appreciate that, Max. Anybody else got anything? Chris says, awesome content. Thanks. Appreciate that, Chris. Anybody else? Last call for comments, questions. And then the other thing too, keep an eye out in the group. I'm going to post a poll, or not a poll, but I'm going to post, if you want me to critique your website, your launch cart website, like a hot seat, help you maybe figure out how to fix the theme or put the navigation bar in, I am going to make a post in there, and the people that refer, first come, first serve, what we'll do is we'll do a Facebook Live. I'll get them on here with me. We'll share screens, and we'll just kind of tune up their sites a little bit, fix the navigation bar, maybe fix their logo or whatever they're stuck with. We'll help fix it and tune it up so everyone knows how to do that. Okay, so I don't see any other questions or comments. Last call, one last call. Anybody else? Questions or comments? I know it's a little bit delayed, but we are going a little bit long here, so I'm going to wrap it up. Hey, and I want to say, everyone, be safe. Protect yourself. We're going to get this country back going again, and e-commerce is going to be going again, and Mother's Day is going to be great. So get some Mother's Day designs going. Get some coffee mugs. Get some shirts. Get some masks. Create a set where people can buy one of each if they want to. Create some different things that they can go, and we'll go from there. So thank you, John. Appreciate it. And then do us a favor. If you guys could do me a favor, share LaunchCart on your page, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram. Let everyone know, hey, if you want to build your own merch store, you want to get going on e-commerce, you want to get going, join the LaunchCart group, share this video, share what's going on. I would surely be appreciated, because that's what we need, is to get this out there. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to say thanks to everybody. Do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude. Like literally, it's hard to do some days, easier to do other days, but wake up, be grateful for what you have, be grateful for something, find those things, be grateful, write them down, tell somebody you love them, and I promise you'll have a better day. This is Greg Ryder saying peace. Talk to you soon, everybody. Thanks.